Six Mozambican nationals who are arrested for allegedly producing and trafficking illicit drugs are scheduled to appear at the Standerton court today. In fact, they've been detained by the Hawks, who've been on their backs for some time now. For the latest, let's bring in SABC News reporter Tumelo Machoko, who's watching the story and joins us now live from Standerton. Tumelo, perhaps let's take a couple steps back. How were these men found?
Well, indeed, they were arrested actually on Friday. There were 5 men and 1 woman that were arrested on Friday. They are facing a charge of manufacturing and also dealing in drugs. You understand that they were arrested after the Hawks actually pounded on a manufacturing center, a facility where it's suspected that they manufacture drugs there. The Hawks are saying that the equipment that is being used there and also the chemicals that they have found is valued at over 20 million rand. So this morning, these 6 people, they're expected to appear in this court behind me. But let's get more details about what happened and that led to the arrest of these 6 Mozambican nationals. We speak now to Lieutenant Colonel Nkosi. Mr. Nkosi, just talk to us about what led to the arrest of these 6 Mozambican nationals.
Thanks to Madam. We have observed that there are a number of cases that are drug-related reported in Standerton. So our provincial head in TPCI decided to form up a team to monitor what was happening around here, and the team finally managed to find or to establish a place where chemicals believed to be used in manufacturing of drugs was found in the Standerton industrial area. On our arrival, 3 suspects were found on the workshop, and upon interviewing the suspects, they led us to one of the suspects believed to be their recruiter or their employer. Further investigation or interviewing continued, and our members then had to be led to a farm where machinery and more substances believed to be used in manufacturing of drugs were seized, and 2 other suspects were found on the scene. All in all, we have arrested 6 suspects aged between 19 and 60. The 5 suspects are male and 1 female. Moreover, we managed to seize a vehicle on the premises of the alleged employer or recruiter, of which is a BMW X5.
And also just talk to us about the chemical that you guys have found. What do you guys suspect they would manufacture? What kind of drugs? And also, how do you guys come to an estimation of 20 million rand?
I can say firstly, our forensic science laboratory team under chemistry were here on the scene on Saturday. They were busy analyzing the chemicals, and for now they will come up with the report of which drugs exactly were going to be manufactured, and we come up with the figure or the estimate figure after checking the machinery that was used there, as well as the quantity of the substances that were found.
And also just talk to us about these 6 Mozambican nationals. Are they legal in South Africa? And also just talk to us about what are you guys going to do going forward. Are you going to be opposing bail since they're going to be appearing in court this morning?
Yeah, the 6 Mozambican nationals, currently we never had any documentation from them, but we'll cascade the matter with the Department of Home Affairs so they can do further investigation and actually evaluate their status in the country. And we are definitely sure that our members are going to oppose bail because we have got a problem with the drugs in the area, and if ever we find a place which is used as a clandestine laboratory, we need to go deeper, and maybe more arrests might be effected after our further investigation.
And I was about to ask you about that question. Do you guys believe this is a syndicate operating in the Standerton, Secunda, Evander area, because that's where you guys are reporting there's a lot of people there are using drugs and addicted to drugs?
We cannot limit the area to the nearby areas. You know, if ever we're talking about a syndicate, maybe other people can be as far as 300 kilometers away from the scene, but they are doing the same job. So we believe there are a number of people who might be involved in this manufacturing of drugs, and our investigating team is on the ground. We're trying to get more information that might be used against those who are still outside, and we are sending a strong warning to those who are busy with such activities to refrain from these activities because we are on their heels. Thanks.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That was Lieutenant Colonel Nkosi speaking to us about the arrest of the 6 Mozambican nationals that are expected to appear in court just behind me. The court is expected to start just after 10 o'clock. We don't know if this case will be the first case to be called in, but the 6 Mozambican nationals are expected to be brought here to this court and also appear in court. The state saying that they're going to be opposing bail. We are yet to speak to their lawyers and also to get their views on the statuses of these men and also if they're going to be applying for bail today.
So to every Africans that keep saying South Africans don't love their fellow Africans and do not want their fellow Africans in their country, things like this are actually one of the reasons why South Africans are not so comfortable with other African nationals, right? Because I still don't understand why you will leave your country and move to a different country and you stay there to commit crimes, you stay there to sell white powder, you stay there to do things that are against the laws of the country. It's very, very bad. It's so bad. So for those that are condemning South Africans for asking undocumented foreigners to leave their country, what do you expect them to do? What do you expect them to do in cases like this? Do you expect South Africans to leave them to continue with their crime simply because they are their fellow Africans, or do you expect them to fight the Africans living in their country? Like, if you happens to be in their shoe, what advice do you have for them? What do you expect of them, other than asking the undocumented foreigners to leave their country? So I still don't understand why we find it so difficult to understand what is going on in South Africa. I still do not understand reasons why we want South Africans to be mute and allow things like this to be happening in their country. Assuming South Africans commit horrible crimes in other countries, believe me, I will never use my platform to upload videos like this. I will never use my platform to speak out. But the reason why I'm doing this is because South Africans can never relocate to any country and be doing things like this. They have never, and they will never do that. They will never do that. And yet, this country has been bullied. Like, South Africans are the most bullied in the whole of Africa. They are the most bullied. Why? Despite all that they have done, despite everything that they have been doing for their fellow Africans, yet we Africans keep bullying them. For what reason? Like, for what reason? This is actually a Mozambicans. They left their country and moved to South Africa. And whilst in South Africa, they began to manufacture white powder. And this is extremely wrong. Like, I'm telling you the gospel truth. Despite the fact that Mozambique and South Africa, they have this common boundary. Yeah, they have this common boundary. But then Mozambique is Mozambique. South Africa is South Africa. Yes, it's true that we are all Africans. But my reason for saying this is this. It wouldn't be nice when South Africans take action, then Mozambicans will come online and begin to rant. They'll begin to talk, but they won't say what they did in South Africa. They won't say what they have done in South Africa that warrants South Africans to react the way they are reacting. Please, let's stop this. Africans living in South Africa should please, let's stop what we are doing over there. This is unfair. The reason why I'm saying it's unfair is this. South Africans don't do the same in our countries. In other countries, they don't do that. So why will you now be the one committing crimes in their country, and you are the one screaming, you are the one crying wolf, wolf. You are the one labeling them xenophobic. You are the one painting them black before their fellow Africans. We are still the ones crucifying South Africans. What have they done? So we all want South Africans to fold their hands and keep watching their fellow Africans commit horrible crimes in their country, manufacture white powder, sell white powder to their children, and sell fake product, expired products, including Chinese. Chinese over there, they're also messing up. Those ones are also there producing fake drinks. Please, this is not right. Let's just try to speak up when we see things going wrong. No one can fix this continent other than us. Let's stop what we are doing in South Africa. May we just stop condemning South Africans. Let's stop tagging them xenophobic. They are not xenophobic. They're only protecting their countries. A lot is going on in their country. And if they don't stand up to protect their country, nobody will do it for them.